I'm Aaron Holtz. I'm an artist. I live in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm a painter, and I work with abstraction, whether it exists underneath a portrait or on top of a landscape. I'm interested in playing with this kind of a slippage between reality and abstraction. The studio I'm in now, I've been in for 16 years almost. It's the longest I've been in any one space. Prior to that, I had a studio in upstate New York, and before that, in Minneapolis. This studio is 16 by 19 feet. It has southern light. The light tends to rake across paintings more at the beginning of the day and at the end, but I've done my best to diffuse the light coming through those southern windows. I like to keep my paints well organized. Most of the studio is pretty clean. I organize them by manufacturer and color, so that it's easy to set up a palette when I begin. By the end of a painting, 70% of the paint probably ends up scraped away and discarded. It's all of the attempts to figure out the relationship of one color against another, to try to mix color in a way that makes sense for each image. I use a lot of different materials to put the paint on, a lot of squeegees and rakes and obviously brushes too. I collage to begin my work. I'm interested in trying to piece together elements of textile, art history, and landscape to make something that surprises me. Anything 6 feet or higher in my studio is actually really clean, the ceiling, the walls. Anything at waist height or lower, really anywhere where paint and gravity can collide, is going to have paint on it. I've shown my work in England. I've shown my work in New York. I absolutely love having opportunities to exhibit internationally and to travel to see other artworks and other great artists, to be inspired by them. I keep a lot of art books in my studio to reference when I'm stuck, to look at their thought process through work, through essays, to see how they see themselves in their place and time, and to think about how I fit now in this place and time. I did have, for 3 months, a studio in my back porch. I made this painting in it, and during COVID, when I was locked out of the other studio. And I think like anything, I'm willing to take a risk and try something. Right now I'm working on a video that will be projected on this blank flag, thinking of the similar textiles and patterns that have influenced the paintings and trying to make something else of it. It's been an interesting year in terms of what I've done in the studio, and there have been challenges. But in general, I think there have been as many successes, and in some ways, I've even slowed down and really found a different level of patience